The last one in here. You say trade Cade and get some pieces. BA, you can no way you could trade Cade. He's our best player. He's the only light we have at the end of the tunnel. You can't do it.
Let me address this for a second, for just 2 minutes.
Yes.
Why do people in all the comments for online, anywhere you see this, why do all these Pistons fans say trade Cade? That is, you had one step forward and you're taking 4 steps back. He's like one of the only players on this roster worth a damn. You can arguably say him and Jalen Durden are the only 2 people on this roster worth a damn. I say Asar, give him time, he's going to be well. But if you say no, that's fine. Cade is the only thing good on this team that you have. Say trading him away for pieces is dumb because you don't know what you're going to get with those pieces. You know what you have with Cade. Through 200 games, him and Anthony Edwards have almost the exact same stats. So there is a guy who has very good potential. He just has not a lot of talent around him. The talent around him is a product of a terrible GM and a terrible spot the team was put in, as I've referenced before, with the 2 draft picks that were supposed to be top 3, potentially number 1, that could have been Wembanyama, dropping down to 5. You got screwed in that situation. You dropped to 7 and potentially could have been 5 to 6 to 7 in the Killian draft. You could have drafted Halliburton back then. Like, there's so many factors. But saying that you should trade Cade for draft picks, not knowing what the picks are going to be, or you're going to trade him for another guy who might not even be as good as Cade, you just don't know. Why not take the $100 million they have in cap space coming up this next season with all these guys that are going to be free agents and try and go and get free agents? Or if you want, trade your next future draft picks for other guys, or Ivy, a guy who doesn't really fit with this team at this moment. Like, saying you should trade Cade is the dumbest thing I've heard anybody say out of any fan base ever. That was like when people had Anthony Edwards for the first 2 years of his career. They were being like, hey, let's just trade away Anthony Edwards because that's what Cade has basically done. He's only had 2 years here because he was injured for a full season. To say that is just an asinine statement. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
Well, he said he stays injured and the only one you can get some pieces for.
He was injured for 1 season. Other than that, they shut him down earlier this last season because they knew they weren't going to win anything after they had only won 14 games with 10 left. Like, he doesn't stay injured. So people keep saying that. He was injured for 1 season when he hurt his knee. Other than that, he played like 68 games or 70 games this season.
Yeah, they shut him down early this season. The season was a wash. They didn't want to.
Yeah, what are you going to do? He Cade's in, you win 2-3 more games, maybe. Like, cool. What does that do for you? It doesn't do anything but hurt your draft chances. Like, it's so dumb for people to just say trade away the only guy that's worth something on your team.